Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? So, welcome to my theory video on what's going to happen for the next One Piece chapter. So, a lot of people towards the end there have been wondering like who that character was towards the end because we saw like a ship being destroyed. A lot of people were saying it's probably Dragon because he does need to shine a lot because he really hasn't done much. He was built up as this powerful, most wanted like character of all One Piece, but at the same time he got drove out by Blackbeard. Like him, Revolution. Well, the Revolution Army got drove out by Blackbeard. And the only thing they've really done like lately in my mind is they saved Kuma, like back then, like even like Sabo's home got burnt down, and all this, and all that was left was just remnants, and that's when Dragon showed up. So really, it hasn't much to shine. We only got news like from Garp when he was like talking about him, how there's like hints of him being a Marine, maybe stuff like that, because of all these people connecting the dots between the years, and like one with certain people joining the Navy and all that. I'm watching like different theory videos on it. A lot of people saying it's probably Shanks, which I doubt. Like it's the year Shanks, but I did think it might be Shanks too. But this will be, they said Luffy and Shanks would meet once Luffy has become a great pirate. He already has. He's a Yonko, I guess. So I guess they can meet now. But even when they're in Wano, I guess Luffy wasn't considered a Yonko yet. But he said they'll be meeting soon. But I thought they would meet in Elbaf. But I don't think. I don't know. Like I can see Luffy escaping. I don't think we need Shanks' help. Like Shanks was definitely needed to stop the war because I was just going to keep going in Marineford. But I don't. I can see him escaping this. Like it's just Kizaru, this Saint Garcia, and it's the Buster Call. But I can see the Straw Hats escaping, especially with that ancient robot down there. That's my speculation on how they're gonna escape, because the ancient robot's kind of gonna like stop the forces for a little bit. It's kind of a shame though to see Egghead Island go. Um, so people are saying like the Grand Fleet's gonna come, which I doubt. I don't think they're gonna come just for helping the Straws escape. Like they're gonna be part of the big war towards the end of the story. A lot of people were saying other weird stuff. People were saying Crocodile too. Like people were saying Crocodile, but I don't think Crocodile would show up alone. Like that would actually be interesting if Crocodile, Mihawk, and Buggy showed up, or just Crocodile and Mihawk showed up to start like hunt down the Gorosei, because Mihawk was hunting down the Marines for a while, and my prediction is that Mihawk knows what's up with the Gorosei, but he's just a powerful being. That's just a little theory, which I doubt it's gonna happen. But the most one I think is gonna happen is probably like Dragon. Like there's a bunch of different speculations of what's going to happen, but definitely Dragon's like the top one. Like if Dragon does show up, this would be the perfect time. Like he's a good friend of Vegapunk. He told him he's building an army so he can one day go up against the world government and all that. This would be perfect timing. Like I do believe that that's not Saint Garcia's like actual body, but some kind of like summoning or like a projection of himself. Like that's what I'm thinking right now. But if Dragon does show up, this will be the first time he sees Luffy, unless Luffy like is on the other side of the island by now and he escapes. But if Dragon does show up, there has to be a wind. But people have been saying stuff like the wind's been pointing like to the east and all that. But it would make sense if it was Dragon. I can't really. There's a lot of characters people making speculations about, but Dragon does need to show up soon, because what's going on right now. Sabo's ignited the fire. I'm starting revolutions in different areas around the world. So Sabo's doing more than Dragon right now. But I know Sabo's in command, but it's like Dragon's he's still around. Like he was sitting in the chair, he was trying to order Kuma before he left. He kind of got through to him, but didn't really get through to him. It's almost like Kuma understand what it was Dragon. He was trying to give him an order, but it seems like he just wanted to go to Sibani instead. But this like that's another reason why it should be Dragon, because Dragon should come. It's Kuma. He's at his like end. He's at the end pretty much. Like people are thinking. There's even speculation too because of that opening that Vivi's going to get the fruit next. So people are thinking like Waffle, like his crew's going to like as Luffy's escaping, like they're gonna like meet each other. That's when Vivi joined the crew. I'm all down for that. Like I always wanted Vivi to join the crew for the longest time. I'm still a fan of the Alabasta arc. I still think Crocodile is going to be one of the greater villains towards the end there, because he's still in Marineford. He's still up against Akainu. He could have attacked Sengoku, but he killed the guards that were going to execute Ace. He did a lot. Like he really does not like the world government. He really does not like him to win. But he did become a warlord, which is an interesting part. That's why I'm kind of hoping that that's what I'm hoping like Ivankov will kind of like, I don't know, bring some light to that situation and all that. But that's probably gonna happen later on, like with some other stuff that's gonna happen in Elbaf and all that. But I do believe that like Vivi and Metal Boy will meet up with Straw Hats as they're escaping, and I do believe Dragon should come because it's Kuma. This is his friend. They've known for a long time, and his son's there, and one of the Gorosei is there. Like this is the first time the Gorosei, I believe, is to Luffy. So this would be like a perfect time, right, for Dragon to launch his first attack. Like if he doesn't want to get rid of the Gorosei and he doesn't and he knows about Emo, like this would be like perfect time for him to strike, right? Like I can't think of any other situation. Like he's been hiding for the longest time. He's been building up troops for the longest time. But guess who's also been doing that? Blackbeard. But Blackbeard has done it way more efficiently than him. Like I thought Dragon would have more information because he's like there's been rumors he's part of like of the art like part of the Navy and all that. But then again, Dragon has like people infiltrating there, so that's the thing. Blackbeard has made so much more progress than Dragon, in my opinion, in just 2 years than what Dragon has done in all these, like, what, like 15 years or something like that. Don't know the exact date. But let's say it's not him. Let's say if it is Shanks. This will be kind of a weird area for Shanks to show because we just saw him defeat Kid. Unless Shanks is, like, flying over to stop Saint Garcia and just kind of tell him, like, hey, this wasn't part of the deal. Because there has to be something between, there has to be something between Shanks and Joy Boy. Like even though Shanks didn't go to the end to One Piece with Gold Roger, he did. He was on the crew with them, and Gold Roger was able to hear the voice of all things. And I think he did mention to like those voices to his crewmates and all that. So they did learn the secrets. Because Rayleigh said that his crew, like they did learn the secrets about the world. So Shanks and Buggy knows what's up. I do believe like Buggy he's a clown, but I do believe he knows what's up. That's kind of like the reason why he's not going after the One Piece because he doesn't want to go after those greater powers. He just wants to go after John's treasure, just gold. I do believe he knows what the Gorosei are and he knows what Emo is. He's just too scared of it, too scared of them. But then again, he did go to Marine. Well, he went to Marine Ford, but he was scared shitless to be in Marine Ford. Um, that was a Grand Fleet. Like this would be kind of a weird time for Grand Fleet to show up because no one really knows where Egghead Island is and what they do. Well, they're in a secret island. The Gorosei is going to show up. That's what I'm thinking. It has to be like Shanks is a good one, but it has to be Dragon. But Shanks does show up. It would be kind of like a weird. It would be kind of interesting. But I don't know. I thought when Gon first saw his dad in Hunter x Hunter, I thought that was pretty anticlimactic too. But did fit pretty well. But if Shanks does show up, I don't believe he's going to see Luffy once again. But he'll probably head to Elbaf, and then Shanks will follow him behind or something like that. But if he does like show up, he's going to have to fight Saint Garcia because if Shanks comes to the island and just says, "Hey, let's not do this. Let's just go our separate ways, call off the Buster Call, and let's just go our separate ways and pretend nothing happened." I don't know about that. Like that would be in a way like him stopping, like what's going on. But at the same time, Saint Garcia attacked Luffy. He's destroying Egghead Island, and he's killing Kuma. Like I don't know. There's a theory that Joey Bonnie is one of Shanks's relatives' kids. That's that right? So there's that. That's kind of another reason why people think it's Shanks, because this would be a perfect time to introduce like Joey Bonnie's like part of the story. People would think Joey Bonnie's gonna be part of this pirate crew. In all honesty, in my opinion, I really don't have a problem with that. But I don't know. I have a lot to say about 102. I'll save that for another time. But I do believe it has to be. I don't know, it is a good cliffhanger, but I do believe it's Dragon. The spoilers are out. Like people are talking about the spoilers on the pre-scans and all that. I'm trying to keep away from them. I saw fucking an Oni. I'm gonna try to like keep that out of my head. Like it'd be really weird. Like I could see it happening because continent polars. Like that'd be a really interesting like freaking plot twist. Is freaking Oris he was considered a continent polar. Like they would literally like terraform the continents and all that in ancient times. Maybe in the Void Century too. I really want to get into. I thought we learned about the Void Century and Egghead Island, but I guess not. I guess that's next. We also thought we learned about the Devil Fruits too, but not now. This is Egghead Island definitely feels like the kickstart of the of the grand finale of One Piece and all that. Been saying that for a while. We've said about 102 and all that, but I don't know. One Piece has gotten pretty popular lately. Like it's being the whole anime is being remade. Freaking there's a live action. They're going for second season 2. Like One Piece has gotten extremely popular in like the last few years. I like it, but I don't know. There's not that many people making theory videos anymore. There's a lot. Like there's a lot more, but not as many as like reactions. Like there's a ton of reaction videos. I've been watching of people like episode like 84 of like Chopper and the Doc or 86 and then chapter like not chapter I mean freaking episode what was it like 276 with like Robin saying yeah I've been watching like people's reaction to One Piece because I've been into the One Piece like community but just like listening to theories but I've been really into like watching like reaction videos lately. Don't know why. Maybe just because I'm fucking not doing anything. But I do want to think like no one's gonna stop what's gonna happen. I do want to say like I don't think Luffy will fight Saint Garcia to the end. They like the priorities. They need to get Bonnie. They need to get Vegapunk out of there before Kizaru catches up to again. Before the island's destroyed by the Buster Call. But I do believe the robots kind of stop him. I would like the robot to stop the Buster Call like halfway through. At least leave some kind of remnants of Egghead Island, like some kind of hope that they can come back, conquer the island once they fight the world government, because Luffy, he does have territory. Technically, he has Wano and freaking Fishman Island. So he does have those two tours under his belt as a Yonko. So it's still interesting that Long and Kid has the same bounty as Luffy. Like that's fucking wild. Like they have bigger bounties than Blackbeard. Freaking, I think they still do. Well, before like back then, like before, like when they were talking about the bounties of like the old Yonkos and all that, and Gold Roger and Whitebeard. Like Blackbeard was like 2.2 million at the time or something like that, and that was like a 3.4 billion. I mean, so yeah, I don't know. I have a lot to say about that too. But how freaking useless kid going to see Shanks, and then freaking Law going up against. I don't know. I thought Shanks. I don't know. That's off topic though. I really like to see like the robot, like the Iron Giant, kind of like the way it's portrayed in the movie. It like saves the planet, it saves them by kind of like sacrificing itself to going after the Buster Call or something like that. So I'm kind of wishing for that to happen. Like I do want Egghead Island to kind of survive into some capacity because that is pretty much like that is his work. That is Vegapunk's like work, his life's work put into there. But he does have the Stella still, and all the Stellas do have the information. But that is kind of like a sad way to see the island go. It's just another Buster Call. It's kind of like seeing O'Hara go. The island was like was it 5,000 years of information all within the tree of knowledge, and they just blew that shit up. And now they're gonna do it to Egghead Island. It's like, yeah, the girls say they're not interested about the evolution of humanity. They're only interested about their own like I don't know. They're only interested about being gods, and that's it. Which is why every time they get threatened by their power, they just kind of just throw a blind eye and just want to destroy it. So, I don't know. Like, people are even saying, like, freaking, Bon Clay might show up. There's a bunch of weird theories. People are saying, like, Sabo, but I don't think Sabo's going to be there. Like, the only one I can really think of is, like, so, they are next to, they're next to Sword. So, I don't think, like, the captain's going to show up there from Sword or anything like that. So, like I said, Dragon, Shanks. It'd be weird if Shanks like show up. I kind of would prefer like Luffy going to be Shanks and Elbaf. But yeah, that's kind of all I really want to talk about. Kizaru, I do want to talk about Kizaru a lot. Like if he's going to betray the Strats or not. There's been lots to talk about that. My answer is probably is no because he does show remorse. Like he doesn't know what to do, but he does show like sadness when it came to like his that samurai guy Bonnie and Vegapunk. Like even when Vegapunk was calling him a sad man, he was kind of about ready to tear up, saying he needs like darker shades. But I don't believe he's going to betray Saint Garcia just yet. If anything, I do believe he fed like Luffy. People were saying it probably was Caribou, but I do believe like Kizaru fed Luffy like really fast and just walked back to his area. But Luffy will sense that Kizaru was the one that like gave him food. But I don't believe he's going to do that. I believe Kizaru is going to steal Saint Garcia and help Saint Garcia escape the island safely and escape from the giant robot. It's kind of like my opinion. Other than that, if Dragon does show up, I do believe it'll be Dragon versus Kizaru and Saint Garcia, and it'll be a very epic fight, or it'll be a one-sided fight. Like as in, like Dragon takes down Kizaru and Saint Garcia. Other than that, man, I don't know why. If that doesn't, if they actually like, if it's not like a one-sided beatdown, Dragon shows up, then I don't know why the fuck they're so scared. Like they're so scared of Dragon. Like Blackbeard just been shown more, like definitely shown more feats of being like scary. If anything, Sabo's done more work. Like Blackbeard's destroyed Marineford. He's been like infiltrating different areas. He infiltrated the prison. He's been stealing like crews and prisoners, and he's been stealing devil fruits. Like he's definitely been doing a lot more. Like, and the government's not really that scared of him, but the government's scared of Dragon though. All the Marines are scared of Dragon, so it must be something to do with his past that kind of gave him that name. The only thing I can really think of is like the wind. I don't know. I'll get into that stuff later, but that's pretty much like my thoughts on what's gonna happen for the next chapter. It's gonna be it's probably Dragon, but I doubt he'll like show up. If anything, he'll kind of like do something to stop like the destruction of Egghead Island because that is Vegapunk's work. He's a good friend of Vegapunk and Bartholomew Kuma. So if anything, I believe he'll like stop the Buster Call, and the robot will like stop Kizaru and Saint Saturn from advancing. And then Luffy and his crew can escape with Vegapunk, and everyone can escape safely. They'll run into Vivi. Kuma will have his last moments with Bonnie. He'll be sad, and then Vivi will inherit Kuma's power in his will, because she does have the same like will as Kuma in a way, but she wants that for her whole kingdom of all of Alabasta. She wants to be a great leader and all that, and at the same time, she wants to be part of the Straw Hat crew, which I'm all for. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed my little One Piece little theory video. I just saw a bunch of spoilers out, and I just want to get this out just in case the chapter actually comes out tomorrow, which I doubt. It'll be kind of early. But, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed my little video, and peace.